Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby.
Hello, everybody! Oh my god, it's another fantastic Kahtide online stream. Hope you're doing well wherever and whenever you are. It's a lovely Wednesday, March 4th, 2026, at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, which is when we start streams, typically. I stream Wednesdays and Thursdays, usually for gaming, so you can catch me then. Lately, this month, I've been doing some art streams here and there. Those happen randomly and sporadically, so if you want to catch those, make sure to hit the follow button or subscribe to be notified of whenever I stream so that you can catch up and check in. But before we get too far into the stream, let me just hit up some of the social media. You can catch me on Tumblr, Blue Sky, Mastodon, Instagram, Discord. My own website, salvedevelopment.com, S-A-L-V-E development.com is the place to be if you want to check out my video game project, Salve. Go look at the free demo. It's some good stuff. Definitely worth a check out if you have a moment. And it helps me out if you hit the Patreon. Go to patreon.com/savdevelopment, and you can possibly help and get a free copy as well. So consider doing that if you have the dollars. And just to tempt you a little bit with some delicious gameplay, check out this video plug before we jump into Starsector. Woo! That does get you amped up. I don't know what does. All right. Well, we're here. We're diving into Starsector, folks. We had a successful round of missions on the last go-round. We are at $750,000 right now, as you can see here. 761,000 credits altogether. We're probably lacking. Let me see. What's our crew and cargo situation look like? Yeah, see, we're lacking on fuel. We're lacking on supplies. That last mission pretty much expended all of it. So, it's time for us to go pick up some more supplies, pick up some more equipment, see what they have for sale. I just cleaned them out recently, I can tell. So no big deal. We'll go to another sector. We have any missions yet? Just Project Ziggurat. So if we want to get to there, we're gonna have to work, bitch. Okay, that's not a problem. So the furthest out is, it looks like Naraka. So we can go to Naraka really quickly, pick up some fuel, see if they have what we need. Actually, you know what? Instead, smarter plan. We'll go to Azatlan. Oh god. Sorry, my bullshit is being bullshitty. AMD, you know. Always making doo-doo. I think that's what we call it. Not great. Not great. Sometimes I'm having a lot of crash problems recently. It's been very annoying. God, forgot that I need to watch where I'm going. I need to watch where I'm going. Those are hyperspace storms, folks. If you bump into them, you hurt yourself a little bit. $31,000 for expenses. My God, we might actually want to do a mission. Let's see what's going on here. There's some contacts. Contact. Okay, don't want to fuck around with that. Those are pirates. It looks like. Are pirates attacking? Uh-oh. We got pirates, folks. Not my problem, though. I will take the salvage, though. Kind of almost pointless, honestly. Alright. Azatlan Starport. I can also go to the planet itself. The enormous population of Chico Mostak lives in underground arcologies, conjoined hive cities, ruled in turn by powerful demagogues, promising reform and jobs for the masses of unemployed, or members of the numerous competing technocrat/criminal patronage networks serving their home coalition, or as often, whoever has bought them off. Hives are occasionally locked down by riots, protests, and insurrection, but so long as the forges are kept safe and churning out mountains of goods, machines, tools, and starship hulls, the hegemony overlords meddle only lightly in this great underworld of humanity. Your fleet transmits ID codes via the transponder, and you're granted docking clearance. Love to see it. So we're out of supplies. Definitely need to buy a lot of supplies, but this is not going to cut it. I will buy a ton of supplies, though. Probably not that many, but definitely a ton. Probably at least 2,000. We'll do this faster. I don't know I'm doing it that way. There we go. Much better. 2,000 supply should do it, but I definitely need more fuel. That's for sure. Also, let's get a couple of Marines, so we have a complement of 200. And you know what? Why don't we do another 50 while we're here? Just to be on the safe side. And we'll do 50 more crew members. So they can rotate, you know. Rotate! If you can't tell, I like even numbers. I like even numbers. Okay. I need more fuel. Let's see. What else do we have? There's Coatl. We can go to Coatl. Go to Coatl, folks. We love Coatl, folks. It's a great place to go. I built one of my hotels there. Ah, even more debris. You'll love to see it. You'll love to see it. You'll love to see it. I want that combat freighter. If it's still in good shape. Probably not. If it's not, if it does that, it's probably not in good shape. Let's be real. Some salvage. It's not anything worth anything, honestly. But that's okay, I'll take it anyway. And a fast cruiser. Yeah. More scrap, but I'll take it. I'll take the supplies. Alright, the Coatl. Is that how you pronounce that? Coatl? Coatl. That's also not going to cut it. We need more fuel. Although I have a big mega tanker. That is true. That's probably part of why I have hold on. I got one of these. I got a super tanker, which means it's got a fuel capacity of 10,000 on its own. Compare that to 3,000 off of this thing. Or even not well, this one has 9,000. This is another tanker. Or a super freighter, I should say. But this one... Hold on. I don't really see fuel on this one. Hold on. Where's that flux capacity? I'm looking at flux capacity. I'm looking at the wrong thing. What am I talking about? Where's the fuel? Fuel storage. How do I find that out? Sorry, I'm being goofy. Where is the fuel storage? Oh my god. Oh my god. There's so much information here. I have to go into the fleet details? Hold on. Let's look at the fleet details. Maybe that's what I need to do. Ah, here we go. So that's 468. This is the one I'm looking at, though. What has this got? 3,422 fuel. That's a great deal of fuel. This one has, what, 176? See? See? Maybe we have enough fuel. But that's... I'd rather have an abundance of fuel than just play guessing games here. I mean, look at... We can definitely check our range. I mean, our range is now the entire sector, which is great. Having a freighter is awesome. Let's go to Naraka. Let's get some more gas. After we get the rest of the salvage. Okay, that... No salvage there. I think we got... Did we... They didn't make more salvage, right? I think they might have made more salvage, but let's see. Yep, there's more salvage here. And a ship. Look at that. It's a support destroyer. I don't want it, because it's really banged up. I will take that. I'll take it. And then another modified freighter. How's this one? This one's only got 2. Glitch sensors array and a degraded life support system. I'll take it. The Krotos is now a part of our fleet. Yes, the Krotos. All right. One more pit stop, and then we'll go on this big-ass journey. Our big-ass journey. Oh my god, I am not paying attention. I'm too busy thinking about the big journey. How awesome it's going to be. It's going to be so cool. Okay, where the fuck are we? Yama! Yama, baby! We love Yama. But there's also some sensors contacts here that we want to check out. Okay, nothing special there. I thought there would be something special. It's just a pirate. Uh-oh. And another pirate. They don't want this smoke, though. Look at them. They're fucking chickening out because they don't want this fucking smoke. They know what's up. They know what the fuck is going on. Got the fucking... Mega Destroyer Mark 1 or whatever the fuck it's called. What is it fucking called? It's illegal to sell, which is so funny. Onslaught Mark 1. I've got the Onslaught Mark 1, bitch. Don't fuck with me. That is not enough gas either. But I guess I'll have to deal. Guess I'll have to deal. I mean, 3,692 isn't terrible. Will get us there and back, that's for sure. Do I have anything else I want to sell? Yeah. Yeah, and then sell some of these volatiles. I make some money. I make some money. Some shmoney off of this. Okay. Confirmed. I love it. I love it. All right. Call this one Big Trip. Balls. Hang on. I'm pressing the wrong buttons here. I think I'd be hitting the backspace. It's a big button. Okay. Big Trip. It's a big trip. We're taking a big trip, folks. We're taking a big trip. All right. Go to the intel page. Actually, I want to see the fuel range really fast. Bro, we definitely can cover this range, like, no problem now. That's great. We can definitely cover this range. This goes off the map. This goes off the map on this side, and this is the far side of the sector. That's so fun. That's so fun. I love having this tanker. Makes me happy. Yeah, we can definitely get there. Oh, hang on. We can see the fuel range. There we go! Look at that! It's within our first ring. It's within our first ring. Alright, let's go. It's time to do this thing. We've got so many supplies. We've got 2,000 supplies, which is more than enough. We literally spent $400,000 on this trip already. By golly, I'm not going to get caught with my pants down again. Not this time. We're going to get there. Man, we were burning through 100 fuel, 100 fuel a day, which is wild. But we need a big tanker if we're gonna have a big fleet, you know? Necessary. There go the expenses, of course. Once we get this big mission done, we will certainly be doing some smaller missions. So I'm more than likely going to have to reinvest in fuel and supplies once we get back. Really should start a colony soon, but I just can't seem to hold on to any money. I just can't seem to hold on to any money. I wonder what they're paying for this quest. I really am. They really, really are just making me fucking haul ass to the far edges of the goddamn galaxy every time they want me to do something. They're like, hey, we don't have any quests in the populated area. We need you to go as far as fucking possible and spend thousands in fuel to get there. We're gonna pay you maybe 50,000 to do it. It's pretty nutty. They really should be increasing the profits at this point. I need the money if I'm going out this far. Also, we're fucking stuck out in these storms half the time. Look at this shit. It is horrible out here. Nothing but storms as far as the eye can see. Just to get to this goddamn place. Uh-oh. That's a lot of debris. A lot of ships. Oh, they're all fighting each other. Oh boy. Let's stay out of that then, shall we? No, we'll take it nice and easy. We're almost... I can see the end of the storm. We're almost there, folks. Oh my god, no, there's more storm. Of course, why would I even say that? I'm just jinxing myself. This is awful. This is fucking awful. Oh my god. Okay. Boy, I'm sure there's gonna be more storm on the other side. Psychology. Okay. Oh my god, the expenses are just racking up. They're just racking up, folks. Boom. Okay. We're there. Okay. A volcanic world. We're definitely doing some surveys here. Once we're finished with whatever mission we have here. I'm gonna quick save. Oh, no. It's just taking me right to the star, which is awesome. I love when it does that. Alright. First things first, we're gonna go... God damn it. Okay. Oh. Captain, there's something you should see. Your sensors officer calls attention to their display zoomed to a portion of the planet's surface. Here, here, and here. Fusion Scorch. Says heavy lifters, a big operation. But why? There's no settlement, no facilities, no mining, except... They pull up the visualization of a graduated radar scan of the vast slope of scree adjacent to the lifter scorch. Surface's sharp fragments, even distribution gradient, suggests intentional demolition debris and recent. And, with a smile, then it gets good. The view is overlaid with a deep radar scan. The shapes are blurry, but there are distinct rectilinear forms beneath the debris. Your sensor officer sits back and, not without a little pride, says, "I'd say someone's hiding something, Captain." Let's investigate the hidden structures. You order the hidden structures investigated. Deep scans are run, and Salvor teams, along with heavy equipment, are shuttled to the surface, overseen by your ops chief. Digging is easy. Deep scans from orbit direct the work toward the most promising sites. Salvage crews burrow through the loose material, shoring up the working face with temporary structural foam. After significant progress is made, your ops chief gives you an overview of the situation. Whoever covered this place up, they were thorough. Most of what's left are concrete foundations and paving made from local material, a few embedded faux metal slabs with sheared off anchor points, and a smattering of garbage and small cracks and rifts. We can tell it's mostly of recent make, talking decades, not centuries. Probably younger, your ops chief explains, waving a four-fingered hand through the display hollow. You can see we excavated the structure with the density anomalies here. They give a bright spot in the display. A solid jab. Looks like a few cheap crawler drones were left to collect and dump rubbish in a slag pit. Then they drove themselves in before setting off the demo charges on the cliff face. Your ops chief steps back and nods respectfully. Pro cleanup. No stray data cores, no shiny baubles. Rarely see anybody bother putting in this much effort. That's all I've got, Captain. Your ops chief gives a gruff salute and leaves you to ponder the diagram of the hidden base, wormed now with several barren salvage tunnels. Try Tachyon. They can afford to be thorough when they want to be, and they are when it matters. Hi, Kartov. Hope you're doing well. Sup? Alright. Quick survey. Abundant ore and rare ore deposits. Love to see it. We're not going to establish colony or anything. We are going to survey some of these spots, though. Need to get my money's worth while we're out here. Use volatiles. Love to see it. That's what they called me in high school. Okay. Nothing great. This is a pretty shitty system, I'm not gonna lie. There's this rocky, unstable world, though. Anything? Give me something. Nope, nothing. Terrible. Uh-oh. There's an unidentified sensor contact out there. Who could it be? Or what could it be? Oh, I've unlocked the reverse polarity ability. I wonder what that means. And there's a probe. I'll take that. At first scan, this appears to be a utilitarian probe or instrument platform, a platform of the sort used for commercial navigation signaling, staking mining claims, and intra-system comm relays. Closer approach reveals a crumpled mass of stealth cladding torn from the hull and drifting in near orbit. Whoever put this platform here did not want it to be found, but a small meteor swarm, or perhaps light weapons fire, thwarted their efforts. Radiation sensors indicated damaged nuclear battery within. No significant artificial EM activities apparent. Your bridge display focuses on figures in hard suits, deploying from a work drone to swarm the probe, equipment cases and feed lines trailing. Your operations chief grumbles over the comms, enforcing strict call and response procedure in accordance with safety protocols. The salvage team soon discovers a non-standard miniaturized hypercommunications relay core at the center of the probe structure. Your ops chief turns from the console to give you that look, which says that this salvage job just got a lot more interesting. What have you found, Chief? Your ops chief leads you through a live compilation of the Salvor's investigation. The hypercom core is formed from once carefully arranged loops of dense superconducting material, now bent and punctured by small impacts, its delicate conduits seared by radiation. The sophisticated post-collapse engineering is junked, but its presence indicates the involvement of a major power player in sector politics. On a hunch, you summon schematics of the Galatia Academy probe relays you recovered while searching for Silicaros. Understanding the implication of your request, your bridge officers pull copies to their personal workstations and begin looking for analogous structures. Within minutes, they come to the conclusion that the architecture is wildly different, though the underlying principles are similar. If I were to guess, espionage got early stage specs, then this gadget was developed in parallel, your sensors officer says. Interesting. You nod, then return the bridge display to an external view of the instrument platform. Salvors have reattached shielded equipment cases to cargo drones, their work complete. After the salvage team returns, their attendant cargo drone packed with recovered data cores. Your technicians get to work pulling data from damaged memory. The results are scrambled, mostly. Your techs manage to find a few archives frozen in unencrypted temporary memory. logistics requests for basic supplies, fuel, construction material typical of remote outposts. Your comms officer proudly presents you with 2 mentions of the surname Estrella, presumably Khalees Estrella, in the comms logs, and even better, the last target of this comm link, a seemingly insignificant point in hyperspace. It looks like she was in the core worlds, at the other end of these requests, your comm officer reports. This confirms that the Black Project was operating in this system, and Khalees Estrella was involved. What of the destination of Hamatsu and Estrella's current location? The hyperspace coordinates beckon, and we will go to them. Of course, can I take the probe? Can't do anything with the probe. That's okay. But that does mean that we have to go back to God knows where. Very close to Ema. But before we do, I do want to quickly do a little check around here. Just to see if there's anything interesting out here, you know? Before we take off. I want to see if there's anything cool. Oh god. That's not good. That's not good. That's not good. That's not good. Leave me alone. 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 I don't want to talk to you, bitch. Shit. Where can I go? Where can I go? It's some fucking Tritachyon goons. It's some goddamn fucking Tritachyon goons trying to fuck with my day. I knew it. I knew it. I don't want to talk to them. I'm done. We're gonna do this loop. We're gonna head straight for that goddamn gate. In fact, I don't even need to do that. I'm going to transverse jump out of there. It's always Tritach. It is always Tritach. It's going to be Tritach or it's going to be the Luds. I swear to God. Every time. Every time. Okay, where the hell am I going? I need to... No. No. I need to go to Ema. There we go. Yes, indeed. Beautiful. Okay. Quick save. We're gonna get ourselves back home. We have just enough fuel to make it. Isn't that perfect? You better pay a handsome sum for all this work, I swear. I haven't even found anything good yet. I hate the Luddic path, but I think I should do a Luddic playthrough just to say I have done it so I can understand them. I mean, I guess. I don't know. It's like when I'm playing Alpha Centauri and I'm like, should I play the Believers this time? And I'm like, no. Why the fuck would I ever want to play the Believers? You know? No, thank you. I know what it's going to be like. Oh yes, technology's bad, space is good, nature is good, blah 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 blah. We already know what they're about. To do it once, then spend, oh, hang on. Do it once, then spend every playthrough bombing them? Yeah, basically. Shit, hold on. Why am I stopped? Fuck. Okay, I'm goofing around now, sorry. I definitely need to do some missions. Why is my fucking chat window not showing the chat properly? There we go. Like the white gloves in New Vegas. Yeah, I've never worked with the white gloves, not gonna lie. I've always, whenever I played, I mean, I've only played it like one and a half times, to be fair. And the half time I didn't really get that far. The one time I did play it, I think I went for an NCR ending. No, wait, no. Yes. No, I played it twice. Okay, I have played it twice. On the stream, when I did it on stream, I think I played the independent route. If I remember correctly. That was a good time. It's very funny when the general's like, oh, you have, like, control of all the Securitrons in the area. Okay. Well, I guess I'm gonna get the hell out of here. Oh my god, I don't know why my chat is cutting off every time. There we go. Played it many, many times and done almost everything. It's a long game, that's why I haven't played it like a zillion times, probably. Oh my god. Traveling back is awful. Hyperspace travel is awful. And funny, oh my... Again, why is... Oh my god, I swear to god, OBS, stop. Kind of funny he threatens you, so I have Yes Man throw it off the dam. I was holding the S button! I was holding S! Why are you doing this to me, game? Every time! Bonking me off course, I swear. I always let him leave. I let him leave. Like, you take that lesson back with you to California. God, this takes so long. This takes so long to get through. This is honestly the worst part about traveling in this game, is just that how long it fucking takes. I'm holding shift down. I'm literally, like, fast-forwarding right now, and it's still taking this long to get there. Oh, my God. And then every time you hit a fucking cloud, you have to be like, okay, I'm gonna stop and pick my nose. Otherwise, I'm gonna get flung halfway across the sector. Hang on. That's where we need to go, I think. I'm almost out of fuel. Let's hope they have some gas. Shit. Okay. Fuck, I didn't mean to do that. Oh, that's cool. Interesting. So this reverse polarity lets you go backwards in slipstreams. That's cool. It's a toggle? Well, it hasn't been a toggle for me. I've had to hold it down to make it work. The lifeless Hamatsu drifts before your fleet, its broken body sectioned into your bridge display by a variety of sensors. Your tactical officer brings your attention to an unusual distribution of burned patches, as if the Hamatsu was struck by exotic energy weapons from many angles all at once. It's got 3 pieces of lasting damage, but let's recover it. Oh, it's got 50,000 on it. I'll take that. Might be in the settings. It might be. The initial salvage team sweep finds what's left of Khalees Estrella, identified through the biometric data in her Tritachyon personnel record. She is quite deceased. A large cache of credits is found in her quarters in a shielded case. The holds of the Hamatsu are packed with supplies and fuel, much of it recoverable. The law of salvage rules even here. You recall that Callisto Ibrahim mentioned an affinity for the Hamatsu. If you return this leaky tomb of a hull to her, you could expect a reward. Ship captains sometimes get funny ideas about their first real command, but if Ibrahim is willing to pay, I will definitely take it. Recovered. Okay. And they gave us some fuel and supplies. Uh-oh. Who's that? They're hostile and pursuing my fleet. I'm getting out of here. Leave me alone! I don't know who you are. That's right. Get the hell out of here. Alright, we have just enough fuel to make it back. Let's go. We got a delivery to make. Oh, god damn it. Stop, 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 stop. There you go. Chupi Oroko. We need to stop and get some fuel here. Oh, there's a siphon station. Interesting. Oh, your fleet approaches abandoned siphon station. That's the name of it. Cargo storage areas? No, nothing there. Starship docks. And I can refit. Okay. It's just an abandoned spot, I guess. This is a... Shit. This is a pirate station. Okay. Or a pirate place. There really no... Oh, nope. Hang on. Salamanca. We can go to Salamanca. What did you do with the Hamatsu? I saw you found it. Yeah, I claimed it. I'm gonna bring it back for the reward. I'm gonna bring it back for the reward. While I'm here, I'm gonna sell these. And I need a bit more crew, actually. There we go. 1,400 should do. Yeah, I'm taking the Hamatsu with me. I'm gonna return it. Let me see what the situation looks like with this. I got 2 ships that I've just picked up. I can quickly strip them, if nothing else. And then when we make it back, we can fit them out. Fitted. I don't know who this guy is. Maintaining contact with your fleet. I don't want to talk to you. Get the fuck away from me. Every time somebody starts heading my way, I'm like, go away. I don't want to hang out with you, please. Okay. Investigate Alpha Site. Well, how about I deliver the Hamatsu first? Actually, do I have the fuel for that? I really don't. Fine, let's go to the Alpha Site then. Oh boy, okay. Did I actually have to go deal with that ship? Is that what I have to do? Let's see. Oh, hang on. There's another site here, actually. There's a planet. Oh god, yes. What is this? What do you want? Of course, of course, of course. What is this thing? Ziggurat Phase Experimental Vessel. A level 10 Reckless AI. The capital class construct appears to be a phase ship due to presenting features common to the type, though its design is otherwise exotic. There also appear to be small, bright EM sources, only partially overlapping the visual spectrum your sensor's officer reports. They periodically appear and dissipate in a volume encompassing the mysterious ship. Your bridge crew murmur speculation between their stations. A new form of shielding? Microsat thruster bursts? Your sensors officer shakes their head. You order a high-resolution scan performed, and the raw data placed into secure storage. Ziggy! Is this Ziggy? Is this Ziggurat, actually? Hold on. Your attention strays as the impression of something not unlike distant music insinuates itself into your consciousness, as if a chorus was singing at some great distance. Their voice is brought to you by a chance gust of wind. When you attempt to focus on the music, the impression slips away. You become suddenly aware that your bridge crew is staring expectantly, waiting for your next command. The opposing ship maneuvers to prevent you from disengaging easily. Okay, well, I guess we have to move and engage. We don't have any choice. Community calls it Ziggy. Oh, okay. I like it. I don't know how tough this thing is, so I'm just going to go for it. Except for these two. And this one. Everything else is ready to go. Deployed. Let's go. This is my new vessel, by the way. My new flagship. Alright, where the fuck is this thing? There's so many little dots next to it. Oh god. One of my ships is already disabled. That's not a good sign. Where the fuck is this thing? Oh no. Oh god. That's another one of my ships down. What the fuck? Oh no. Oh no. That's bad, y'all. That's bad. Okay, come on. Come on. Come on. Oh no. Oh, this is bad. I can't even get to this thing, by the way. I'm too slow. This thing is not doing too bad. And it's finally taking some damage now. Another ship is gone. Oh my god. There it is. Okay. Yeah, me and Ziggy, she is evil. That is an evil ship. Oh my god. We lost 3. Okay. Preliminary reports indicate approximately 210 crew and no Marines were lost. Oh my god. Good boy, Hal, you did it. Yeah, you did. That's a lot of crew that died. Oh my god. Your forces were able to gain a complete victory. 6 crew were rescued from life pods. Okay, well that's something. Okay. Let's see. That's 2. These are difficult. I guess I'll recover the Karma Chameleon. Now the fun part, you can steal Ziggy. Didn't we just blow it up? Final terrific explosion blanks the external visual pickups. A few seconds later, backups are extruded through the hull. Your sensor officer reports on a hushed voice that no escape pods were detected leaving the ship at any point. Right. Your fleet approaches a derelict ship. The broken phase vessel, now quite dormant, is drifting through space. Your salvage teams dock shuttles at various entry points along the vessel's massive hull. After a few tense minutes, reports start to come in. The vessel is heavily damaged, and though of exotic design, it is theoretically recoverable. Your operations chief reports that for all of the fancy hull features, it is clear that this ship requires crew to operate. But there are no traces of a crew, not even a single body caught in the battle damage, and the escape pods are all in their berths. The operation proceeds with telemetry feeds, salvors reports, and authorization orders flowing around you. Through the bridge of your flagship, you catch yourself listening for that unheard music in a quiet moment and shake your head just as the comms request from your technology officer appears, bringing you back from your reverie. You accept as a matter of course. Captain, if I understand half of these systems, this ship is truly one of a kind. Your technology officer speaks with genuine excitement. I found a device that appears to generate and control, I'm not sure that either is the right word really, these swarming motes, the EM anomalies. The device appears to have two stages. The first is, as I've described, in what appears to be a later edition, which is unfortunately damaged beyond repair. Judging by the complexity of the components and the bizarre discharge pattern, this is the work of a team of specialists doing bleeding edge work. It's amazing. A device like this, it's simply unheard of nowadays. Except Tech looks unabashed suddenly. Rumors, people talk. Your technology officer clears their throat, then continues. I think I can get the main part of this device working again, though I can't claim to understand why it works. Not at all. The ship itself will be fit to fly, too, if we do the usual repairs. Should we proceed with the recovery? Oh my god, it's got four buggy bits on it? Oh my god. Sensors array, phase coil instability, damaged weapon mounts, and degraded life support. Ugh, that's terrible. Wish we had less damage on it, but I'll take it, I guess. I don't have much of a choice. Okay. Let's get into this, check out this planet. Disposable navigation satellite set to a decaying orbit identifies the radiation-ravaged rock below as Alpha Site. A scan of the surface reveals an expansive research facility spilling out of a mid-sized crater. The shield array apparently failed spectacularly some time ago, leaving the ruins awash in heavy radiation. Any material salvage operation would be unprofitable. However, you might be able to send a salvage team down for a short period to see if any intel can be found about the purpose of this facility. Someone clearly put a lot of resources towards building it in a most inhospitable environment, far from prying eyes. Someone with something valuable to hide. After extensive preparation and reiteration of the hazard pay policy, a volunteer salvor team is sent down on a heavily shielded shuttle. They land near what appears to be the main entrance and report ingress to the facility without difficulty. On a display projected into your flagship's bridge, you watch as a hard-suited salvor brushes past the clouded-over sensor unit of a defense turret. It collapses into itself at a mere touch. Anything exposed to the merciless sky is slowly crumbling on the chemical level. It appears that all groundside security systems have been destroyed by radiation. The interior of the facility has been breached, leaving it unpressurized. While the structure's bulk provides some protection, the delicate computer systems are fried beyond repair. No data is recoverable. With no chance of an easy find, the team spreads out for the remaining rad-safe duration to document the facility and see if anything useful can be inferred from the ruin. While exploring, one salvor enters the quarters of a high-ranking member of the facility staff and discovers the journal, a physical book, bound in natural materials of its presumably deceased occupant. I find it funny we give our dudes hazard pay. I would expect that's fair, They are going into a place with enough radiation that apparently defense turrets will crumble when you touch them. Also, we want the hazard pay too, You examine the journal in the quarantine bay. The fine leather cover is discolored, but you can make out the embossed gold leaf Tritachyon logo. Your salvage team has already scanned the text without opening the delicate pages of the book. The data has been placed in a secure cache for your review. Scrolling the virtual pages, you find that the journal appears to hold the private thoughts of the chief technology officer of this facility. It begins with vague complaints of being ordered to disregard safety protocols during tests, and frustration with demands made by Khalees Estrella. From what you understand, this is an effort to establish a hard copy trail in case of the blame shifting and record altering, which is common practice for high-ranking Tritachyon executives involved in failed projects. Concerns about going outside feature prominently in the entries. Understandable given the surface conditions, but the increasingly intense obsessiveness of the writing seems to reject a growing phobia on the part of the author. author. The remainder of the journal is difficult to read. Most of the pages are torn or defaced, leaving a patchy, noisy scan in your display. Little of what's readable is coherent. At the very end, there's one line, written in a clear, strong hand. They sing to me. Everything will be all right. Oh boy. Terrible. Okay. Well, I guess we're here. Let's get the hell out of here before we get approached again. Oh, hang on. Can I move? Can I move? Can I move? Can I move? Okay. I was gonna see if I could get that debris, whatever that debris is. Hold on. I'm gonna check again. I'm gonna check really quick. I wanna check really quick. I know it's wasting fuel, but I do want to check. We're not that far. I want to check what that is. I want to check what that is. Where is that? Where is that? There it is. I see it now. There must be something good there, right? Congrats on beating Ziggy. Hal tanked her like a boss. I know, right? And we only lost 3. I'll take it. You know what? I'll take it. Oh, shit. Damn it. Press the wrong button. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. Honestly, my ships did most of the work, but what are you going to do? There we go. Okay. Now let's get the hell out of here. Go get our payday. We should probably deliver... Let's go to Arcadia first. I think we can make it. Nope, we cannot make it. So we'll go to Valhalla instead. Pick up some fuel. Go head over, deliver the ship. Get the money from delivering the ship. Go back to Galatia, get the money from that mission. And then see what else we have on our docket. See what big quests they have for us, as well as what little quests they have for us, so we can make some money. You're an upper manager, so you take the credit for all the hard work of others in AI. That's a smart way of looking at it. You know what? I'll keep that in mind. Actually, I'll keep that in mind. Okay, there's actually 2 stations. Well, there's Nilfheim, Kahtide, Ragnar Complex. Let's go to Ragnar Complex. I don't really want to fuck around with Tritachyon right now. If I can avoid it. I'd rather deal with the hegemony, honestly. At least for the moment. I did just take their sick-ass ship that they're probably are going to be really pissed off that I have. Okay. A lot of Mark 9 autocannons. Oh my god. An opposing medium-range autocannon, which is used most effectively against shields. Interesting. These look pretty good. There's 13 of these heavy mortars. I should probably not waste my money. I also need crew. Shit, I do need a lot of crew, actually, now that I'm looking at my page here. That's terrible. In case you haven't noticed, Tritach has caused all problems in the sector. They seem to cause a lot of problems in the sector. They do seem to get into a lot of trouble from time to time. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Alright. We got our fuel. Let's get out of here. Get that money. Oh god. It's putting me right next to the sun. Bonk. All this talking leaves me so parched. Oh my god, the expenses just keep racking up. I'm already at 100,000. I need more money. They do not pay enough for this shit. They really don't. They really do not pay enough for this shit. Okay, let's go make a delivery. Remnant Tritach, first and second AI war Tritach. You make a compelling case, my friend. Alright. Ibrahim looks excited as her image solidifies, immediately launching into her speech without bothering with a greeting. If my sensors and the orbital navigation registry do not deceive me, you have my starship, the Hamatsu. Captain, thank you. I'll give you 100,000 credits right now and call it a done deal. You don't even have to bring it into the repair yard. I'll handle everything myself. I've already got the replacement hyperdrive in my warehouse and some excellent engineers on call. There you go. Thank you again, Captain. Now, if you don't mind, I have a lot to do. She reaches for the disconnect button, then pauses. If you ever need some work, give me a call. New jobs come up all the time, and a capable captain's worth their weight in credits. Boosh! 100,000 done. In the bank. And we're almost at 100 with the Independence, which is really awesome. Alright. Cool. Cool beans. Cool beans. Let's go make the delivery to Galatia. That gives me a little bit more comfort. I'm a little bit more comfortable, but not much. Not by much. Definitely gotta make more ducats fast. Teeny tiny ship right there. Oh god. I got distracted by the teeny tiny ship. Alright, Galatia. We've returned. It's time for a delivery. A delivery of knowledge. I feel like I can hear like a vacuum or something. I don't know what it is. Am I here? Is it? No, it sounds like it's coming from the game. It's not coming from my headphones. Weird. What is that? Anyway. Boom. Let's make our delivery. Captain, I'm very pleased you have returned with this valuable data, and she pulls up a schematic of the Ziggurat-class prototype. This fascinating prototype. The manta ray design spins slowly between you and the Provost. She seems to be rubbing two fingers together, contemplating the thing before her. The starship itself is irrelevant, so you may keep it. That's unexpected. Baird continues. It's the anomalous device within that interests me, not the hull, and of course these motes that it appears to create. We've taken thorough scans and will be able to create experimental variations before long. Academician Karus has been reviewing sensor data. I shall have her explain. The Provost taps at her desk console, and the comm display splits to display Scylla Karus. Provost, yes? Oh, Captain Kahtide. Karus sounds flustered. Of course, you must have arrived. I was discussing the scientific value of the find with the captain here, she says Provost Baird. We had just arrived at the topic of these anomalous motes. A certain subsystem of the ziggurat display is highlighted, and an approximation of the strange dancing lights appears surrounding the display. Oh yes, from our preliminary analysis, it does not appear to be a weapon system exactly. I mean, Karus looks down, manipulating the display via datapad. She focuses on the two-stage anomalous device, which scales up to fill the shared display. It has been weaponized, but I don't think this is a weapon. It's too... she considers her words. Unfocused? General purpose? You can see elements of hyperdrive core technology here. Section flashes at Karus's touch, as well as something resembling an Aetherton coil. That stabilizes P-space induction, right? Another portion flashes. If you squint, maybe. Is that a phase coil? Karus looks impressed. Yes, but also no. Let me back up, she says, rubbing her eyes. It's as though the Tritachyon team stumbled upon a breakthrough in, well, we don't know exactly what yet. And someone told them to turn it into a weapon system. Analysis. The implications of what we're detecting. I mean, with the instruments we have, we'll need to construct new ones. What we're seeing is unprecedented in terms of even state-of-the-art domain-era technology. Karus looks away, thinking for just a moment. Publicly acknowledged technology, anyway. She turns back to the display, summoning a recording of the mote swarm, and the apparent flocking behavior, though that word implies volition, which we're not even sure is... Baird raises a hand to stop the words tumbling from Karus. That's enough. I understand, Scylla. Your team has a lot of work to do, and we shall ask Gargoyle to trace what information exchange Tomas Kelikor made with Tritachyon, specific to applications within this Project Ziggurat. Karus nods. I'll, well, get back to it. He closes down the display to the Ziggurat device and looks to you. This is incredible, Captain. Thank you for this opportunity. I'll take it. Despite her inexperience, she's performing well under the pressure, Baird observes with a note of pride. Our hardware team is struggling to follow her pace. Before we conclude, she says, I must of course see to your compensation. She taps out a command sequence. 150,000! I'll take that. That's definitely something. There will be more for you to do here before long, Captain, she says. Unbelievable things. Baird smiles, looking uncharacteristically satisfied, and closes the comm link. And we're at 100 out of 100 with Independence and 15 with Baird. We're definitely getting some money and getting some influence. Let's go to Ansira, where we can complete our outfit of the new ships. Oh, good stuff, folks. Good stuff. Time for a quick save, I think. Then we'll go and see what the quests are. But I wanna see where we're at. Let's put these in storage. First, let's buy some fuel. Buy some supplies. We're at 300,000 now, which ain't too bad. Okay. Quickly outfit our ships. The Xenorphica is what this one's called. I kind of want to look at it. The Xenorphica. 44,000 credits. Holy shit. That's my new flagship, folks. Holy Toledo Mosquito. I swear to God, that thing is neato. This one's 3,000. That's nothing. It's chump change. The Krotos. Let's look at this thing. What does it say? Ziggurat class phase custom vessel. A plaque on the bridge declares this ship class to be the result of Project Ziggurat. It appears to be built on technology created in a Tritachyon prototype lab unknown to the Persean sector at large. In addition to advanced conventional loadout, there are certain one-off components of exotic manufacture. It is possible to reverse engineer undamaged examples and produce replacements, but the underlying operating principles do not resemble any known domain technology and thus remain a mystery. The Ziggurat-class ship once had a human crew, or at least was intended to be crewed by humans. No sign of them remains as physical evidence or in databanks. Even the cleanest hegemony warship will have some initials and a rude word or two about the CO scratched behind a maintenance hatch. Here, nothing. Ironically, it was the Luddic Church who decided to help the Hedge wipe out the AI in the Second War. Why would they go and do something like that? Why would they go and do something like that? That's what I want to know. That's some silly stuff. Anyway. I don't know. We have Strike and Experimental as our two categories. Both of them are kind of cost us 6,000. Let's do Experimental. We got an integrated targeting unit, resistant flux conduits, and reinforced bulkheads. Very nice. Maxed out on capacitors and vents. Maulers, torpedoes, blasters, etc. Delicate machinery, so this one requires a lot of maintenance, apparently. Experimental phase coils. Reduce phase cloak cooldown by 80%. And a phase field. The ship is allowed to run a low-grade phase field for extended periods of time, reducing its effective sensors profile by 50%. Interesting. But where's this weapony thingy? That's what I want to know. What the hell is that? You used a phase ship before? No. I don't know what the fuck a phase ship is. I don't know what it does. But it's mine. My ship now. Also, do I have any level ups? I don't think so. Nope. That's okay. Click run simulation. Okay, I guess this is the first time we get to do it. Deploy opposing ships for simulation. Sim and Mechanica. This is not mine, but I guess this is just any ship, right? Okay. I'll just deploy one of these. Okay. Got these cute little doodads coming out of it. Is this the phase bullshit? Bonk. Ah, so we can cloak. Okay. phasing in and out. Cool. I like it. It's got moat attractor. Yeah, this'll do the trick. This'll definitely do the trick. Damn, this thing is great. Spaceships have no shields, they go into a different reality instead. I'm gonna get into a different reality in a minute once I'm through with this thing. Yeesh! I don't like having extra ordnance points, so I'm just gonna grab one more doodad and see what we have. We'll do expanded magazines, why not? Boop, boop. There we go. All phase, see-through. They can't be hit, but it takes a lot of flux. Awesome. Well, that's cool. I'm glad we have a new ship now. Okay. Let's see. What do we call this one? I'm gonna call this one the Tri-Tacky. Yeah, baby! While phase, they can also go through other ships. Ooh, that's neat. I like that, too. I like that, too. This one looks like a flying brick, so we're gonna call it the flying brick. We'll give it a quick auto fit. More fighters is good. I like more fighters. Although, this is a civilian grade hull. Can we give it a military package? Let's see. There. Boom. Much better. Alright. And I think that's that. How big is our fleet now? I don't know what the limit is. Do we have a limit? On the simulation I had you run, you can test your ships against others to see how they operate without losing anything. No damage is carried over. It's literally a simulation. Well, isn't that neat? I'll take it. I'll have to... I'm not going to stop right now to do it, but I will consider doing it later. I'll definitely consider doing it later. We're going to move some officers around too, really quickly. There. Okay. Everyone got promoted. Damn, this thing is expensive. 50,000 credits ain't nothing to sniff at. Cool. Quick repairs. Anything else I can buy? I don't think so. Sell some machinery. Have a lot of it. There. And the limit for your fleet is 50 ships, I think, or 30. Okay. Well, one of the two. We have 5, 10, 15... 17, 18, 19. We have 19. Well, we're fine. No big deal. Alright. Well, I think that's that here. I don't have anything else I need to get, and I've already cleaned them out in terms of fuel. Let's go back to Galatia, get some missions together, and then we'll figure out what our expenses are going to be. Woo. Oh shit. They're giving me a single option. As your fleet follows the automated traffic control signals into a parking orbit, your comms officer calls for your attention. Captain, I have Academician Sebastian on link. He says it's urgent. Put him on. Sebastian appears, looking anxious, but which is not unusual. Captain Kahtide, whoever I just spoke with, well, there's something to be said for common courtesy, and, oh, I should say, hello, I hope you are well. Before you can answer, he continues. I apologize, but Provost Baird wants to meet with you, and it's important. That is to say, this pertains to your previous involvement in a study at the Galatia Academy. He pauses for a moment to let this sink in. So do please come meet with the Provost at your earliest convenience. Thank you, Captain. Sebastian shuts off the comms without his usual attempts at small talk. Fun fact, Ziggy is the first super capital and is perfect for doing stealth missions like deploying spy stations. Ooh, well, I'll keep that in mind, because I know that's going to be a thing we'll have to do later. Okay. You enter Provost Baird's office, and the thick wooden doors close softly behind you. Captain, Baird says, turning to you from her desk. Good, sit. We have much to discuss. Going by past experience, you feel that this will be more of a lecture than a discussion. All right, sit down, get comfortable. We've rebuilt the theoretical work held in the Calcor archive. Academician Carusa's research now supersedes these developments. The mote induction device from the Project Ziggurat hull you discovered and scanned was key, for it demonstrates truly unorthodox hyperphysics. Tritachion's use of AI has made a breakthrough, though I suspect that the human element of Tritachion is only a rudimentary, theoretical understanding of what they've created. We're ahead of them in that respect, Captain, so it shall be we who reap the ultimate prize. However, Key says, if Ziggy is alone, she is one of the most stealthy ships in the sector. All phase ships are perfect for that job. Well, this is probably the first phase ship I've encountered, so I will keep that in mind next time we have a stealth mission. Our hands are tied, Baird looks up, as if defying some overbearing god. Thomas Calicor played Tritachion and the Hegemony off of each other. It was a delicate balance, and he lost control. The Hegemony was forced to act, and I was forced to step forward to clean up his mess. It is clear that a side had to be chosen, so I have chosen the Hegemony. They are a known quantity, whereas Tritachion is mercurial, and their indiscreet abuse of AI core technology threatens to open Pandora's box for a third time. To this end, I must assure High Hegemon Dowd that the Galatia Academy has his interests in mind as we push toward the next breakthrough. I need you to make direct contact with the top executive of the Hegemony. Presumably, we can reassert most of the terms of the agreement Provost Thomas Calicor had previously promised and subsequently failed to deliver High Hegemon Dowd. With, is the Provost gritting her teeth, additional provisions and information sharing due to Calicor's squandering of that trust. Dowd needs to know that there won't be any more dramatic, destructive public experiments on his watch. So I go to Chico Mostok and ask to see the High Hegemon. Of course not, Baird says curtly. The High Hegemon does not simply speak with people like you. Besides, imagine what the Luddicks would think if you went to Dowd's office saying, the Galatia Academy wants to talk to you about firing up Moloch's grand experiment again. He'd be a fool to rattle that nest of small-minded millennialists. What you're going to do is get diplomatic credentials from a highly placed Persian League VIP. Your cover story is you're acting as an envoy between the Yerube faction of Kazaron and the Hegemony. What's the Yerube faction? A major player in Persian League internal politics, Gens Yerube is one of the big three Kazaron dynastic family corporations, and they favor a, let's call it a compromise, which would see the Persian League unite with the Hegemony. Baird removes her spectacles for a moment. League, Hegemony, reconciliation. She shakes her head incredulously. What is important is that the Hegemony and the Church will accept an envoy bearing Yerube diplomatic credentials, having a private talk with High Hegemon Dowd. Why would this Yerube person help me, or you? Horus Yerube's eldest attends the Galatia Academy. There was an incident. There usually are when the children of unimaginable wealth go out into the world. They are unaccustomed to boundaries. Imagine the shame. The scion of Gens Yerube facing expulsion, says the provost. Unthinkable. It'd be a bigger scandal than that Cato child trying to play revolution on Umbra. I'll provide you with a message for Horus Yerube. Tell him we want to use him as a cover to whisper in Hegemon Dowd's ear. Horus also wants his eldest child to graduate with distinction from this prestigious academy. Baird holds her hands up in mock innocence. Whatever is to be done. Get credentials from Yerube. Talk to the Hegemon. Got it. Go to Kazaron, in the Thule system, Baird says. Remind Horus Yerube of how he and I stand. Then, when you meet High Hegemon Dowd, tell him that the rewards of the Galatia Academy's research will be exclusive this time. I'll provide you the documents to give him. The Provost turns from you to look out the diamond matrix windows of her office. Once the High Hegemon's cooperation is settled, we can proceed to the active experimentation phase. Or stage. You can tell she's smiling now, as if she can't help herself. Carusa's team is putting the finishing touches on a gate scanner. We'll need more data, and we need you to collect it. Go and speak to her about this. Do whatever she requires. Alright. At the gates. You understand well enough by now that it is your cue to leave, and on cue, you feel the doors open behind you. Mirror masked guards await. I would have liked some money, but whatever. The comm image stabilizes on Cruz in her laboratory office, surrounded by holographic projections of data tables. Oh, she says, looking up. Captain Kahtide. Ah, yes. Provost Baird said I'm to fill you in on the new development. She sweeps away several displays worth of work. Arcane glyphs and diagrams collapse into unobtrusive icons. First, she says, this is a prototype device. I told the Provost that we're only partway through the test procedures. We've been using the Glacier Gate as a test case, but I suppose if we make ongoing calibrations and update the firmware via hypercom, Karus mumbles to herself as she starts tapping out a new checklist. What exactly is it you want me to do? He looks abashed. I'm not doing a very good job of this, am I? Teaching was never... Sorry, let me answer your question. Karus takes a breath, centering herself. This prototype can interact with the gate manifold itself. It is my supposition that the gate network is not so much collapsed as it is folded up. It's there, but inaccessible. Maybe we'll need to test certain properties, and she looks at an ancillary display, catches herself, and turns back to you. It was your scan of the moat induction device from the ziggurat hull that opened the door. It showed us, she pauses, that her voice rises in excitement. Such unimaginable things. Or, she catches her enthusiasm with a skeptical look, what it showed was highly improbable with the current body of accepted theory. There are entirely new subfields of hyperspace physics out there. In there, whatever, just waiting for first observation. Fascinating. How will I be assisting in these new discoveries? Right, of course. We're transferring the gate scanner to your fleet now. I'll give you the rundown on the operation. Bruce pulls up a new shared holo display, a wireframe depiction of a domain-era gate. An icon standing off about 3 diameters from the ring itself seems to represent your flagship. You recognize a diffuse bubble around it as the influence of a dry field. Looks simple enough. You'll have to be stationed fairly close to the gate, and you must ensure that there are no active dry fields within the gate diameter itself. He focuses back on the display. Once you're in place, execute the pre-coded instructions. The data will encrypt itself and be sent back to me when you're in range of a hypercom relay. We'll need to calibrate the hyperdimensional transform, of course, so you'll need to scan 6 different gates. We've already scanned the Glacier Gate, so it has to be 6 other gates. Then comes the next step. The next step? Provost Baird said I shouldn't talk about it, Karus says, but seeing as how you're in the line of fire... Without thinking, she glances away, then speaks quietly. We've been calling it the Janus device. I admit it's premature to give it a name, but when the hyperphysics team gets excited, she shrugs helplessly. There's no stopping them. It's just, Karus notices a blinking display. The equipment transfer is complete, Captain. You're good to go. What was it that you were saying? She sighs unhappily. Karus looks more tired than you've ever seen. The team is eager, and I appreciate their work, but my strength is theory, not hardware applications. It's also clumsy, and our fabrication equipment... The techs try their best, but the Provost expects the world and more. She wants to push the schedule faster. It's simply too fast. I need time to refine the math, to run more equipment tests, to get the top-of-the-line equipment, components. Karus stifles a yawn, and get some sleep. He looks away. If Alyssa was here, this would all be so simple. Who's Alyssa? Someone I know. Knew. A friend, or anyway. Her name is Alyssa Zal. We did work together. A long time ago. She's a genius with hardware, but I made some mistakes, and she trails off as she realizes she doesn't want to continue. One of her many displays pops an alert which chimes urgently. Crew snaps out of it and dismisses the alert. Sorry, Captain, I need to get back to work. We put together a new hyperwave rig. They're waiting for me in the test chamber. Good luck. Okay. Well, I also need some missions, so let's talk about some jobs. Transporting to research outpost, that's really far. Technology from Pather, we can do that. That's close. We'll accept. So I will take that job. Now, let's get to it. We have an artifact. We have Horus Yerabe and also 6 gates to scan. So, you know what I will do? I'm going to turn the gates on. We have a bunch of them here to look at. We've already checked out Galatia. Okay. Well, we can do a little journey. We can go to Corvus first, check their gate. On our way there. Quickly save. And then, you know what? I'm going to actually do a hard save here. Need more money. I definitely need more money. Boom. Let's go. You're tuned into the Kahtide online stream. Hope you are having a good one today. It is Wednesday. We are playing Starsector. You can catch me as well tomorrow. I'm going to be playing more Starsector at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, so hit that follow or that subscribe to be notified of when I'm streaming. Also, I did see that there was a new bounty up. I want to see what the bounty situation looks like. Anyone close by? Jesus Christ, 320,000 sounds like a great time. That sounds like a great time. It's 47,000. I kind of want to take this guy on. $320,000 would save me, would do a lot for me. That would do a whole hell of a lot for me. Oh, we should do it. We should do it. We should do it. We should do it. Oh my god, it's so much money. Okay, let's do it. 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 Oh my god. If we fuck up, hey, you know what? If we fuck up, we'll just reload where we left off, and we'll just do the other mission. But for now, I want to get that fucking money. I want that fucking money. $320,000 is a lot of fucking simoleons. That's a lot of clams, yo. It's a lot of clams. Also, I want to try this. Hold on. Look at that. Oh, that's fun. But not what I wanted to do. Hold on. Burn through. There we go. Okay. Back on course. Oh my god, am I already out of fuel? Okay, well that's stupid. I can't do this then. I need more gas. I need more gas for sure if I'm gonna make this thing happen. Let's go to the mining station, see if they have any fuel. There must be some fuel there. I want that money though. Now that I have this fuck off big ass super capital and also the Onstar Mark 1 battleship and all this other shit, like, why wouldn't I? Why wouldn't I go for it? Oh, this is barely any fuel. I'll take what I can get. I'm gonna sell the beta core. I'll sell the beta core. I'll take it. Okay. I need to go somewhere else then. Nice. We'll go to Samara. Get more fuel in Samara. And then we'll hunt this guy down. This will help me out so much. You don't even know. I need so much now with this fucking fleet and how big it is. Oh god. You're draining me at $30,000 a month. $30,000 a month is a lot of money. That's a lot of money, folks. I'm not gonna lie. Okay. Tigra City is where we're going then. Tigra City. Tigra City, folks. It's a beautiful city. Beautiful city, folks. Yep, sorry, $40,000. $40,000 is what I'm spending right now. Third. That core paid for everyone's salary this month. I'm gonna sell some of these materials while we're here. Get a little more cash. This is really not enough fuel. This is really not enough fuel. Okay. We'll go to Eventide. That's much better. That's much better. Okay. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Wait a second. Where did that guy go? Are you kidding me? That $300,000 bounty's gone. What the fuck? Are you shitting? You gotta be shitting me. Where the hell did it go? Did it? Oh. No! Fucking stupid. God damn it. God fucking damn it. Fucking Wasting my time. Wasting my time here. Unbelievable. What the hell? Yeah, I think I'm fine. I think I'm fine. This is bullshit. Okay. There's a new one, though. 159,000. Where is that one? Where is that one? Oh, where is that one? I want to get that money now. That's so far away. Oh my god. Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. Completely useless to me. Alright, let's go make this delivery. Or pickup, I should say, not delivery. It's not delivery, it's DiGiorno. Okay, we're at Gad. Arrived in Gad. Beautiful place. Get some more gas. I'm gonna sell a few more machines. I have been collecting a lot of them. And Boudica, do the conversation. That wasn't the deal. 48,000, accept and pay. Boom. Okay, that's done. Is there a gate here? There is. Let's do the quick gate. Let's go check out this gate. I swear to God. Sacred Vigil Flotilla. We're being hailed by the Luddic Church Fleet. Blessings upon you, space traveler, the Luddic Deacon Captain says. Have you come to join our holy vigil? There is room here for all, and provided you share, we shall share alike. What is this holy vigil? You haven't heard. I am blessed to deliver you the good word. We await the return of Lud. Blessed sister, fear not. Our spiritual leader was given a vision by the grace of cosmic pneuma that Lud would return here from unearthly exile to this very spot after many cycles spent in spiritual battle for the soul of humanity. We await with joyous hearts and hymns upon our lips. Won't you join us? Thank you, but I have worldly obligations. She nods with understanding. Nonetheless, Captain, the path of Lud's blessing is always before us. You may surprise yourself to find that you have been walking with Lud all along. As a servant of the faith, I have a proposal. Hold vigil for my flagship while your flock makes repairs nearby. You explain that in the spirit of charity, you, with assistance from the Luddic Deacon Captain, of course, could perform a safety scan upon this gate using a device you have on your flagship. You propose that it could be considered a ritual of cleansing. It will also provide her with followers an opportunity to make repairs to their faltering ships. The Prophet returned would not want this flock to be lost to hull breaches and life support failure. Okay, she nods as you speak and speaks hesitantly. I admit, our ships are old and of poor repair. It would alleviate much suffering if you provided 50 supplies, in the spirit of charity, of course, and if, as you say, a vigil could be maintained for the short period required for this cleansing. You nod piously. This is not for your own self-glory, not at all. Supplies for the weary, and a scan to ensure the safety of all. It is not unreasonable. It is not unfaithful. You just need to ensure everything appears absolutely above board for the Luddic Deacon Captain. Okay, let's go. You dispatch a shuttle to retrieve the Luddic Deacon Captain and a small circle of advisors. As they board, you invite them to a viewing lounge where they can maintain their vigil during your operation. Your ops chief coordinates the transfer supplies and even begrudgingly allows a few cargo drones to be borrowed to help maneuver some desperately malfunctioning ships from the Luddic fleet. One by one, their engines ignite, drive manifolds sending ripples throughout the local hyperspace medium. The ships of the faithful crawl slowly from the vicinity of the gate. Okay, awesome. Oh, shit. Okay, well, I'm gonna quickly scan now. Once they leave. They are taking a while. Go ahead, can I... Here we go. Scan the gate. Your command display is overlaid with a representation of the hyperspace manifold surrounding the gate. It is calm and cool, devoid of drive wakes. As the scan begins, you watch a line of disruption flare between the icon representing your flagship and the icon representing the gate. Spirals and ripples spill out in non-Newtonian waves, surging from a point at the center of the gate. No, it's not a point, a circle, a sphere, a torus, and inverted funnel. Then some other form that makes you squeeze your eyes shut. You hear faint music from far away. Captain, your sensor officer is looking at you. The scan is complete. You realize it's the second time they said this, and you gesture as if you were simply lost in thought. You personally see off the party of Ludic faithful who maintain vigil from your flagship. Their fleet is returning, their collective devotion uninterrupted. Blessings of Lud upon you, Captain, says their leader. I shall speak well of you to the prophet returned. You know to nod in acceptance without raising any theological questions, and give a polite wave as their shuttle leaves the bay. We'll quickly fly through the gate. Okay. Well, that's one scan done. Quick save there. I need more money, though. I really, really, really do need more money right now. Is there anybody else? Any other missions? Any other things I can do? Gates, hostilities, local, faithful convoy, gate of cannon, shrines, military, missions. Here we go. Analyze weapons cache, $40,000. And then we have a delivery. This is really not that good. This is really not that good. This is not that good of a mission. Let's go to the next planet, get the next scan. Hopefully we'll be okay. I say as I take a quick impact there. Right. There's the ring. Get to the jump point. There's a bunch of new missions, actually. Hold on. Personal bounty, Ludic Church, 102,000. Hold on. Bounty? Why are they all so far away? There's one in Hibrasil, but I'm not going to go to Hibrasil. I'm going to go to Isra. I don't have a lot of story points, so I'm just going to have to do what I can here. Groombridge Habitat. Isra Gate. There we go. Not too far. There's a makeshift sensors array near here. Okay. And fortunately, that one's fine. You hear the faint music. All right. Well, that's that. That was a lot faster than I thought it was going to be, thankfully. Another mission down. Another gate down. Oh, the pirates have a Survey Barren World mission for 90,000. Where's that? Where are the surveys? Ah, here we go. That's so far away! That is so far away. Why would you do this? Why would you do this to me? Why would you do this to me, game? Why would you do this to me? Anyway. Let's keep going. So our next objective would probably be Kumari Kondam? Kumari Kondam. Sure, why not? There's a thingy here, hold on. Hey, frigate. Take it. And there's our gate. Let's hurry. Otherwise we're going to be completely drained of cash. Oh my god. What is going on here? Why are they running from my fleet? I don't know. Question. Good question. back out. We're making good progress here. How many more do we need? 1, 2, 3, 4. We need probably 3 more. Hang on. What's going on over here? That looks like an abandoned space dock. Is there anything in there? Nope. God damn it. Nice if they would have told us that at a time. No big deal. Let's keep going. So, we're heading towards... Hold on. We're heading towards Thule. So, might as well go there and scan that gate next. Also talk to this person. Oh, they got a planet named Morn. That's awesome. I love Morn. He's one of my favorite characters from Star Trek DS9. Bonk. Always happens. That always happens somehow. Okay, these scans are going pretty quickly. Okay. Go to Kazaron. I swear to God, every time. Let's see if there's any good stuff in close orbit. There usually is some good stuff in close orbit, I've noticed. Not this time, though. Here we go. Kazaron. The Persean League world of Kazaron always pays its dues in warships, and highly trained officers to command them. Kazaron has a rich tradition of industry and military production, which makes it the crux of Persean League power. Your fleet transmits identification codes via the transponder, and you are soon granted docking clearance. Alright, Horace Yerubay. Yes, do I know you? Horace Yerubay asks impatiently, his attention clearly elsewhere. Have we business? Explain that you're acting as Provost Baird's representative. Provost, oh. His face falls. This must be about, tell me, whatever is this about? You got his attention now. The Provost has a message if you're ready to hear it. He thinks about it. That look of resignation you've come to know from those being blackmailed by the Provost comes across his face, and you know it's already worked. Send it. You send Provost Baird's message. The comms line clicks to a holding pattern displaying the crest of Jens Yerubay, an elegant Piscine motif echoing the Persean League's colors. You watch Kazaron Commodity Futures scroll through the bottom of the display. After a couple of minutes catching up on bulk non-ferrous projections, the comm display chimes. Horace reappears, looking somewhat more collected. Captain Kahtide, was it? Yes, of course. Provost Baird explained her proposal, and I do believe that we may arrive at a mutually beneficial arrangement. You shall receive Yerubay diplomatic credentials, he says. Mind yourself well with these, Captain. If you were to commit some untoward scheme using the good name of Jens Yerubay, we would declare the crypto key stolen, and then, well, it need not be said that any decent authority would treat you with... appropriately. Would treat with you appropriately. Horace clears his throat, keen to move on from the topic. Of course, you have nothing to worry about. Naturally, he looks around uncomfortably. I trust Baird's good judgment, naturally. Now I know not what ruse the Provost is pursuing, but if indeed you establish a line of communication directly and privately to the High Hegemon, a small smile appears on Horace's face, that would be splendid. For my half of this arrangement requires the delivery of comms encryption codes to our friend Baikal Dowd. One mustn't have Comint snooping on important negotiations, yes? So do see that done. Do you really believe that the League can reconcile with the hegemony? Assimilation of the League worlds is hegemony policy, and an obvious condition of their reconstruction of the domain, to say nothing of the foundation of their claim to legitimacy. Horace looks to the side, and you get the sense that he is repeating an argument he has made many times before. Publicly, the hegemony's demand is unconditional. How can they ask that after Mayasura? They must compromise. But I understand their position. They maintain a hard face to buoy support from the masses and lower officers, and, he shakes his head once, the Luddic Church in its way. The top leaders of the hegemony, particularly High Hegemon Baikal Dowd, must see things more clearly than they let on. They understand that they must hold the banner high and speak of iron resolve to the bloody end. right up until the moment they can present their people with a great victory, peaceful reconciliation. Victory without war, imagine! He looks suddenly self-conscious. I apologize, Captain. My eldest does tell me I have a way of carrying on, and it is not untrue. How can you be sure the High Hegemon wants to talk to you? He'd be a fool not to, Horus says. We offer a peaceful solution to the League hegemony conflict that would profit all. Dowd may be hive scum, but he's clever, practical. To pull himself out of that hole on Chico Mostok, he must be a man who understands the compromises one must make to survive. In fact, I admire the man, says Urabe, seeming to surprise himself. Despite his beginnings, I believe he will accept a compromise that will allow us to keep what makes our league great. What does it matter the flag we fly under? Or we live under, I should say. Alright, I'll be sure to put a good word in for you for the Hegemon. Horus smiles. Excellent, thank you. I don't imagine the Urabe outlook is popular on Kasseron. Perhaps not yet, not yet among the great gens of Kasseron, where it matters. Gens Hanan would have us head an empire, another Syndria. Meanwhile, Gens Kato attempts to build bridges with the other League worlds. While I respect their accomplishments, they take anti-Ludic sentiment down to the level of rabble-rousing fanaticism. Besides, what other world in the League can match the might of Kasseron? Our stable of allies is anemic. Were it to come to total war, stars forbid, I think the hegemony would prevail. He looks troubled. And then the jackals would tear our vulnerable worlds apart. I fear the Persean sector would not recover from a second collapse. It's the only way. I hope you agree, Captain. I try not to get involved in local politics. You can't stand on the line forever, Captain, he says. Someday you'll have to choose. Alright. Well, it's time to go. But before we do, I'm going to grab all of this fuel. Beautiful, beautiful. We'll also get a little bit of some supplies while we're here. And I'll sell some of this metal. I think that's about it for now. Now we definitely need to get some money. Alright. We still need a few more gates. Let's see. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Go to Asconia. And then I guess we can go to Corvus. I think that's where we want to go, right? Yep, I think that should do it. I guess there's also Magic. I'm going to save here. In case shit goes badly. We should have enough fuel to finish this mission. No, 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 no. Leave me alone, leave me alone, leave me alone, leave me alone. I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to talk to you. Leave me alone. Fucking goddamn it. These guys just want to fuck with me. They just want to fuck with me. I don't know why. Alright, let's go. I think that should do it. Let's go. To spend another 40,000 here, which is not going to be good. Makes me want to sell some ships or something, honestly. Captain, that pirate fleet it looks like they're pulsing their dry bubble. Gate scanner can't make a lock with all that interference. Yeah, okay. Well then let's kill them and deal with this. I want whatever they've got. I want it. Alright, we're being hailed. You want the gate, yeah? The pirate captain mumbles while chewing on something. Well, it's mine. So then you'll have to pay me in mine some tasty nice credits. I'm not paying you 11,000. I can barely afford this. Does not knowledge provide value to all humanity, and by generous corollary you? What? Why pay when I can blast your fleet to dust? Let's go. Let's do... Honestly... These 3 can probably do it, but I'll do 5. Oh no. Hold on. I'll do these. This should probably do the trick. Choose the wrong fight. Fuck yeah. Oh, these moats are definitely doing the trick. Oh my god! Holy shit! What the fuck? That was crazy! Are you kidding me? Jesus Christ! That's a Mamma Mia, Papa Pia, baby got that diarrhea kind of moment. Oh my god. Bye-bye. Goodbye. I'm just gonna keep going. These guys got the rest all on lock. Don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it. Holy Toledo. That's a speedo right there. Alright. That hull is definitely holding up pretty good. Oh my god, this thing is chewing through this. This thing is chewing through this. Holy shit. Yeah, buddy, you should not have gotten in my way. This is your fault. This is absolutely your own fault. Boosh. Got everybody? Still got 2 more ships. 2 more ships, y'all. Man, this thing is fucking awesome. Ziggy! We love Ziggy. Okay. What the hell is that? Get his ass. What is that? Broadsword heavy fighter. This is taking... He's definitely trying to flee, it looks like. But we got his other friend. Anything else? What's my... Heavy maulers are the best I've got right now. I don't think I'm going to be able to catch him. He is definitely speedy. That's okay. As long as he gets the fuck out of here, I'm happy. Alright. Harry their retreat. Oh my. No long-term damage on these. Holy shit. What is that? Phase Strike Frigate. That has a ton of damage to it, so we're not going to take that. But we can definitely take... We can take these 2 as well. Let's pick through the wreckage. Got a little bit of cash while we were there. And some of that too. I'll take that. And there's a bunch of other ships here. And more cargo. Hey, I mean, this'll any little bit helps, honestly. Hey, what's this? Soul Cruiser. It's got four dings on it though, so probably no. I will take all that though. Hang on, and there's even more debris. Pick through. Ah, the gift that keeps giving. Shit, wrong button. This one I can recover as well. Okay, one more ship. Yeah, no, not that one. Okay, and I think that's the last debris field. Nothing. Nothing. But we got a bit more fuel, bit more supplies, so I'll take it. Okay, we need one more, and we're done. One more. So, guess that leaves us with the question: where do we go? And I think Corvus is probably the best location to go. Couldn't come in a better time. I'm down to 55,000 credits. We're gonna go broke here in a minute. All right, let's hope there isn't any trouble. The gate, like last time. Seems like they like to cause trouble for us. On occasion. Oh, here we go. Silent ring of adamantine material, derelict of a former age. You query the status of the gate, scanning package, and your sensors officer gives you a quick headshake. Their station interface is spotted with amber warning messages. Captain, there's interference coming from some kind of microsat in the middle of the gate. The scanner can't make a lock. Microsat. An active scan picked it up once the gate scanner told us where to look. It's very small, but somehow it's causing interference in the hyperspace manifold. Here, I can, your sensor's office taps a few controls, and the gate takes over the bridge display. An icon blinks near the center of the gate. Your sensor officer zooms in on a sub-display of visual EM. It's a dark, small shape, slowly rotating, like a piece of space junk with a power source. Let's send a team to recover it. At your command, your ops chief starts grumbling orders to the on-duty salvage teams. You watch as a pair of drones launch, figures in hardsuits dangling from handrails on the trailing drone. The occupied drone halts at 1 gate diameter from the microsat, leaving the other to recover the microsat via a remote operation. At final approach, a manipulator arm is extended, and the clamps squeeze together in perfect time with the microsat's own slow rotation. Burst of light fuzzes the display feed. The display stutters and reforms. Your ops chief never even flinched. Self-destruct charge, they report. It's a standard operation from there. The salvage team manages to collect most of the pieces of microsat, and you view the assembled collection laid out in a small workshop off the primary cargo bay. Generic parts, more or less. Could be anyone who built it, your ops chief explains. Unusual design to do what it does, though. You know, to jam the gate scanning, what's it? Their eyes flicker to your tech officer, daring them to try and explain Carusa's latest iteration on unified hyperfield theory again. You're left only to speculate. At least the device itself is no longer blocking your scan. Your sensor's officer signals for your attention. Captain, we've got a lock on the lock from the gate scanner. Can proceed at your order, Captain. All right, there's our scan. Whoop, awesome. And that should do the trick. So I think that leaves us with our official mission to go to Azatlan and to talk to the important dude, Dowd. Alright, let's hurry. We're wrapping up the stream here, probably another 10 minutes, 13 minutes or so. So if you enjoy this content and you haven't hit that follow or that subscribe button, do so now. If you're on YouTube, please also consider hitting that subscribe button. It means a whole hell of a lot to me if you do. And of course, make sure to tune into some more of my art streams. I'll probably won't be doing one tomorrow. May do one on Saturday or Sunday. We'll see. Definitely more on Monday and Tuesday next week for sure. All right, it's time. Let's make this happen, Captain. Repairs, and anything I can sell, really? Not really. I might want to go through some of our equipment once we get back to Galatia, though, and see if we can sell some of it, make some money. After an interminable time watching a hegemony logo, the comm link connects you with what appears to be a junior cadet. You suspect they haven't even graduated from the Naval Academy. Hello, citizen, the cadet chirps at you brightly. You've reached the office of the High Hegemon. Tour bookings of the Hegemon Council campus are currently unavailable. If you'd like to know more about how you can assist the restoration of the domain, please accept the informational packet. Upload now. I'd like to meet the High Hegemon. Sorry, but the High Hegemon is unavailable. Cadet smiles blandly. I'm an envoy from Gen Sierra Bay of Kazaron, transmitting credentials now. State change across the cadet's face as they realize you aren't some tourist is instantaneous. Affirmative, Captain. Their tone is military crisp. Received and thank you, Captain. I will confirm with OPSCOM. An officer will speak to you shortly. Please maintain link. This comms out. Display flickers back to the crest of the hegemony. In moments, the crest disappears and you speak with a real officer, some kind of secretary to the High Hegemon, who verifies your credentials and schedules you for a brief face-to-face meeting with Baikal Dowd. Captain Kahtide, I see. Yes, we can fit you in. The High Hegemon is a very busy man, but he has expressed an interest in your matter. Please forgive the ad hoc arrangement. I assure you that it is necessary. Before you know it, you have a time, a place, and a visitor passkey to present. Public map database search confirms that you have been asked to arrive at some kind of naval shipyard in order. Oh my god, I'm definitely done with reading here soon. You've been asked to arrive at some kind of naval shipyard in orbit of Chico Mostok. The officer secretary did not take time to explain the purpose of the meeting at this odd venue. All right, well, let's shuttle down to the naval shipyard to meet the High Hegemon. Your shuttle approaches the naval shipyard in Chico Mostok orbit. The planet spins below you like a murky brown ocean. A hegemony patrol pings your shuttle as the superstructure of the naval dockyard grows like the ribs of some gene-mod leviathan. The visitor passkey satisfies the patrol's inquiry, and they maneuver toward the next transport on approach. The landing bay still bears the faded logo of Bilai Astra Group, a domain-era manufacturer of heavy weapons and a key supplier to the 200th Legion. It looks like a post-collapse fragment of the corporation has taken over this asset and now contracts exclusively to the Hegemony Navy. We dock at the shipyard. The bay is crowded with transports, military and civilian. Some high roller has even landed a shimmering S-type kite, much to the annoyance of the ground crews. A young ensign checks your pass with their datapad, then leads you and your bodyguards past the crew of civilian officials and media drones. You arrive at a checkpoint still setting up for civilian access. The ensign indicates your guards. They will have to wait here. And, Captain, you will have to leave your sidearm with the armorer. Hand over your sidearm. The armorer hands it to another man, not in uniform. You look him over. Military bearing, subtle cybernetic augments, civilian clothing with the subtle bulk of light personal armor. Revis, High Hegemon Doubt's Chief of Security, the ensign tells you. Revis examines your sidearm as if it were his own. With a light touch, he removes the cell mag and passes it to the armorer. He returns your unloaded weapon to you. Captain, he says, and with a word gives you permission to reholster your sidearm. Revis turns to the ensign and says, I shall escort the captain to see the High Hegemon. The ensign begins to salute but catches himself. Revis is not military, at least not now, then simply nods, sir, before turning back to the landing bay. We follow Revis. Revis leads you past a half a dozen checkpoints set through the guts of the shipyard. At each checkpoint, you both submit to a flicker of biometric scan, then a guard nods to Revis and allows you both passage. Finally, you enter a utilitarian vestibule. Emergency vac suit, lockers, fire suppression equipment, and safety notices line the walls. A diamond matrix pane separates this compartment from the enclosed space dock visible beyond. A perfect new Eagle-class hull looms, and a gantry hangs toward its bow, festooned with ribbons and a Hegemony banner. Revis steps to one side, his bulk revealing High Hegemon Baikal Dowd sitting on a simple folding stool, his splendid uniform coat hanging from a rack, fussed over by a stylist and an advisor. Dowd looks at you impassively, then, without breaking eye contact, commands his entourage, Give us the room. 5 minutes. They leave, then Revis follows after meeting your eyes one last time. Hegemon Dowd. Captain Kahtide, he says, and stands, indeed a smaller man than you'd expected. His voice holds a deep authority, however, and though you've heard it in holocasts, with just a few words in person you can feel why and how he leads the Hegemony. Dowd taps his datapad, activating a privacy field that dulls the ambient murmur of the shipyard's ventilation. How is Provost Anita Baird's project going? He asks. Bridge any gates? That's what I wanted to talk to you about. I know, he says, and lifts a bottle of spirits from out of a small box. Baiju from Eventide. It looks expensive. This is for the newest member of the Hegemony Navy, Eagle class. After I crack this over hull 0451, it will become the Enduring Hope. How's that for a name? He pauses, waiting for your answer. Laying it on a bit thick, isn't it? Probably, he says with a frown. The name is for the Hegemony, all the people you know. The propaganda ministry is a list of these things. It's not really intended for you. Dowd considers, or me. And yet... He reverses and hefts the bottle, like a practice swing. Here's to hope, he says ironically. Dowd sets the bottle down. You're here to tell me our new provost wants to renew the old deal. You'll have to make additional concessions, isn't that right? I suppose you'll want to provide me with the details. He taps his datapad, opening a channel for you to upload the relevant material Baird provided. Upload Baird's documents. As you complete the connection with your datapad, Dowd speaks. What we did to Calicor was justice. He risked the entire Glacia system, hundreds of thousands of citizens. That might be just one subsector, just one metroplex down there. He waves vaguely in the direction of Chico Mostak. But his voice hardens. I will not allow any grand experiments that endanger these people. I expect Baird realizes that any misstep will be met with the overwhelming force of the hegemony navy. She's not stupid, he says thoughtfully, looking at the cruiser through the diamond matrix pane. Ambition can make a fool of anyone. He turns fully toward you. Do you trust Baird? I'm reserving judgment. Don't wait too long. The captain must make the judgment and give the order whether or not they have all the information they need. It is scientists who have the luxury of gathering data forever, asking questions and never quite giving answers, only theories. He nods at you, and you, Captain, are no scientist. Tell Baird I accept, he says. He stops. Or was there some, sorry. She'll be receiving additional demands. She won't like them. She will accept. He turns, pacing. The gates are the question behind the entire hegemony, are they not? Is the domain out there, waiting to reward those who kept faith, blindly loyal for generations? He stops. Or was there some grand catastrophe, and nothing awaits us but ruins and the dead? Or will monsters from Lud's own nightmares pour out to devour us all, unless we are armed and steadfast, ready to meet their threat? Who knows? Let's see. Captain, I need to know if we are history's fools or heroes. Not few among my comrades would say it is disloyal, even cowardly, to ask the questions. He faces you. I think it is cowardly not to. All my busy helpers will be back in a moment, so make it quick. Did that Yerebay Blue Blood want anything important? Let's see. I'll do what I said I would. I want to put in a good word for Horus Yerebay. He desires peaceful reconciliation. Of course he does. Jens Yerebay is only a minor stakeholder in the shipyards of Kazaron and holds major cross-faction investments. Cowd smiles coolly, but I will take the good word of Baird's knee-breaker under advisement. Horus Yerebay gave me crypto keys to pass to you. I listen to what he has to say, Dad says, and offers his datapad. You upload the crypto keys. I trust the Yerebays to do what is best for the Yerebays. I trust the Yerebays to do what is best for the Yerebays, he says, tapping at the keypad at the datapad to accept your upload. Maybe that'll be enough. He looks over to Hull 0451, or maybe it won't. You've got 20 seconds, Captain. Any last words? You seem to know a lot about what I do. You do a lot worth knowing about, Dowd shoots back. I speak from experience when I say it's not a life I can recommend without reservation. Viscount Dowd taps his datapad, dropping the privacy field. As if on cue, the High Hegemon's small entourage returns with a babble of worries over how he'll look on the holocast, the need to review talking points for the speech, and his uniform. Security Chief Revis looms, corralling you from the gantry utility room and back through the security checkpoints to your shuttle. And that's how the cookie crumbles, folks. That is how the cookie crumbles. All right, let's wrap this thing up to Glacia. Hell yeah. Oh, that's a big fight. Hello. That's a lot of ships. I'll take that. Okay. I'll recover that ship. Cover this frigate. Sure, why not? Interdictions? Uh-oh. They're not gonna fuck with me. Not this one. We'll break this one for scrap. Another ship. It's a Kahtide. We're not gonna take the Kahtide. It's not worth it. Okay. We need all the supplies we can get. Alright. Not bad at all. And another one. This one's busted as fuck, but you know what? We'll definitely take it. Well, that was productive. That was very productive. High tech, low tech, or midline. Hi, 80 on 60. Nice to see you. I don't know. I don't know well enough their qualities. I mostly just have a mixed fleet at this point, but I don't know. High tech sounds cool. I fucks with it. I do like what I have right now. I mean, let's see. We have this high tech right here, the Tritaki. We have a lot of pirate designs too. Shoot. Okay, there we go. I think I'm going to sell some of these crappier ships though. Make a couple bucks while we're here, you know? Now mean? Perfect timing, by the way. We're almost at the end of the month. We're definitely going to need to make some more money soon. Before we do that, let me quickly refit these, or strip these at least. Almost gate time? It is almost gate time. I think. Seems like it, at least. Okay. We got a bunch of little crappy ships here. Maybe we just start selling some of these. Yeah, this is like chump change. Sell this. First playthrough, so don't spoil too much. Yep, it's my first playthrough. It's my first playthrough. Isn't that so cool? I'm gonna sell this one too. This one's kind of shit. I'm just gonna kind of sell a lot of these. They're not really good. Okay. I'll take Brono, whatever Brono is. What the hell is this? Overdriven combat freighter. Okay. Do a quick refit. I like the name Brono, actually. Brono. We'll keep the Brono. Need more of the frigate besides the Colossal Mark III. Hey, you know, I feel you, but I don't have any money. I'm literally just going by whatever I've been able to salvage. But I'll keep an eye out for one, you know? I'll keep an eye out. Now let's drop these off. Quick sort. Is there anything worth selling here? I don't even know. A lot of these big weapons. Even these aren't worth that much. A bunch of metal to trade now. Okay, well that's some money. That's some money. And we'll take some fuel. And supplies. Okay. Well, that's everything. Let's go and make the delivery. That is everything, right? Yep. Okay. Please tell me she's got like 300k in the bank sitting, waiting for me. Please. Come on, Baird. I know you're an educator, but you could. They must pay you the big bucks. That tuition fee must be crazy. All right. First, let's turn in Albus's. We get 87,000. Beautiful. And I definitely want to pick up whatever jobs he's got. Let's see. Okay. Data retrieval from the ruins on Moss-Eye. 22 light years away. 100,000 credits. Oh my god. Get in, get out. Once you're in hypercom range, send the encrypted contents. But, but of course there's some problem. If you recall all those rumors around the first AI war, well, you can ask in the Persian Studies Department, maybe. But there is a possibility, maybe, that you will encounter certain autonomous weapon systems. I love it. We'll also do a quick transport. 87,000 credits sounds great. And a VIP is right near here. Threats? Oh, you know, threats. There are a lot of very bad people out there that say all kinds of things about important people and their relations, and possibly specifically targeting a son of said family. They're usually not serious, usually. I love it. I'll take it. Every job I will take. Now let's make our delivery. Baird taps at her desk console. With the gate scans completed and Dowd's assurance that the hegemony will not interfere, we may proceed to the implementation phase. Provost allows herself a small smile as she turns to you. This is Scylla's moment, of course. Let me link her in. Provost Baird, Captain Kahtide, Karus greets you. Explain the Janus device, Baird says, for the captain here. She looks nervous. The prototype device, she begins, yes, in the broad strokes, to scan for the gate aperture, we direct a self-modifying phased hyperwave pulse which causes a resonation in lower dimensions, which... She looks up from the projected schematic and notices she's losing her audience. Let's skip ahead to the application section. The schematics flicker through several labyrinthine arrangements and settle on an action flowchart. Here we are. The principle of the Janus prototype is similar to the scanner, but far more energetic. By tuning the pulse to the unique resonance signature of a particular gate aperture, one might, theoretically, activate that link. A second input would then retarget a known gate egress, though avoiding destructive interference in the Calabi-Yao manifold is tricky. So this would reopen the gate network? Baird cuts in. Not exactly. Thank you for your attention to detail, Scylla, but if I may summarize. At this level of energy input, a temporary link should be created between two gates. The Provost gets a distant look, and with sufficient energy and stable resonance injected into the entire gate system. This time, Karus interrupts. But the data, it shows that the system, the resonance, it is fundamentally chaotic. There are clearly some factors we're seeing results the model doesn't account for, and at higher magnitudes the results could be, she searches for words, some way to bind chaos and destruction into quantified language. That's enough, Academician, Baird says forcefully. The captain is a highly skilled professional and doesn't need to hear all of this to do their job. Academician, what exactly does chaotic mean in this context? Baird turns to you, leaving Karus cowed. Academician Karus will return to work, refining the details as more data is gathered. As a great man once said, technological advance is an inherently iterative process. Captain, she says, the first prototype Janus device is being transferred to your fleet. Test it on a gate manifold you have scanned. Record everything with your sensor suite and the modified instruments we have provided. This may be the most important experiment in the history of the Persean sector. The manifold, of course. Karus speaks up one last time. Just don't use it in an inhabited system. Like the incident when Calicor, the hegemony, it wouldn't be good. Thank you, Baird says acidly, for the reminder, Academician. Provost turns to you now. Obviously, we shall not repeat my predecessor's mistake. Test this somewhere quiet. She turns from the holo display a dismissal. I await your results, Captain. Man, I want the cash! What the fuck? Are you kidding me? That's bullshit. Okay. Well, you know what? What are our options? I need to find an uninhabited system. Close? If it's close, shit. That's awesome. Then, you know what? Why don't I just make this delivery and we'll call it good there. Or you know what? Why don't we save and figure this out tomorrow? How about that? Oh, we'll call this one So Broke. So broke. They still haven't paid my ass. I swear to God. Done so much fucking legwork. It's okay. We'll get this done. And we'll get it done tomorrow. So if you had fun, if you like the content, hit that follow, hit that subscribe button if you have the cash, and check out the social media. Definitely appreciate anybody who wants to join up with the crew. And also check out salvedevelopment.com, S-A-L-V-E development.com to see my video game project in action. Check out the demo as well if you want to go download it. I would definitely appreciate any feedback you want to send my way. Until next time, folks, I'll catch you tomorrow at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Bye!